Welcome back to Carol's Kitchen, and today we're going to be making a really simple lasagna. Slightly different because I don't know about you, but I can't get any flour at the minute. So making a lasagna without a white sauce. So this is the way I actually do it with the children that I teach. So I've already browned off some sausage meat. And the recipe is actually a pound of sausage meat. This is half a pound. So you can see there's actually quite a lot of it in half a pound. So yeah, so I've just used that with a couple of cloves of garlic, which I've crushed. And then I'm going to add to that some already browned mushrooms. Now I dry fry my mushrooms because, and this is the Jamie Oliver way, because this way they don't absorb lots of juices and they don't start to spew out all the water that they contain. So mix in the mushrooms really nicely. Then I've got some spinach which I've defrosted, so I'm going to pop that in. So that's all done. Mix that around. And now you can at this stage add some herbs if you have it. Dried herbs, fresh herbs, whatever you like. But I am going to add a little bit of mustard because I quite like whole grain mustard. So this is what I'm going to add. So I'm going to add a little bit of this because I like that with sausage meat. So I'm going to put in some of that. And again, mix it around. Now I use 2 spatulas together to stir my stuff. I find it much easier. It's easy to break up meat when you're cooking it like this. There we go. So let me just tip up the pan and then you can see this lovely mixture. So this is still warm. And now I'm going to add some creme fraiche. So if you're not into making sauces, if you're not into if you really want quick and easy cooking, this is what you want to be making. So let's just stir that around. Now I will post the actual recipe beneath this video. But what I'm doing here is I'm just stirring it around. So effectively, this is the sauce within the meat. Now you can use with this dried or fresh pasta, whatever you have. Now, can you see that mixture now? Perfect. So let me just pop that to one side. Take the dishes out of the way. And we're now going to make the tomato sauce, which is obviously the separate bit. Now, you can use a can of tomato. I've actually got here some passata, because that's what I've got a lot of in the cupboard. So I'm going to drain out that carton of passata. So you could use chopped tomatoes, you can use anything you like. And then I'm going to put into that, to make it even more tomatoey, a little bit of tomato puree. And on top of that, I'm going to add some of this. Now, if you haven't got it, it doesn't matter. You can just use the tomato puree. But I've got some of this, and this is sun-dried tomato paste. You see it's very different colour, but it's beautiful. And it really accentuates the tomato. So I'm going to stir that around. probably needs a bit more. So now we have 2 lots of sauce, one with meat in it and one without. Now I'm going to make mine in one of these metal dishes because it's easy. So I'm going to put, I've got some fresh pasta left over. I had it in the freezer, so this is fresh pasta, but you can use dried just the same. So I'm going to put a slice in the bottom. I've cut it to fit. Then I'm going to put a big dollop of the meat sauce in there. Beautiful. I think I've got quite a bit of tomato sauce here. So what I'm going to do is put another layer of the lasagna in. Then some meat sauce on the top. And if the container you've chosen to make this isn't big enough to contain all the ingredients that you've cooked up, get another one. Because we're all making stuff for the freezer now. Now if you haven't got creme fraiche and you haven't got flour and you don't want to, but you still want to make this lasagna, what can you use? You can use cream. You can use also, where have I put it? Can't find it, but you could use cream cheese and you could water it down with a little milk if you wanted to. So, right, I'm going to put this on with the rest of the pasta pieces. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of the tomato on top. So I've got plenty of tomato here. I'm actually going to freeze the rest of this. Now I've made it up. Ready to do another lasagna when I can get either some sausage meat or some sausages. You could use sausages and skin them. Then all you've got to do with this is sprinkle some of this grated cheese on the top. Now again, you can use any cheese you like. This is cheddar because that's what I've got. You could put blue cheese, you could put parmesan, you can put any kind of cheese you like on the top. It really makes no difference, but you want it to be beautiful and cheesy so that it crispens up in the oven. And there we have it, one quick and easy lasagna. I'm going to put it in the oven. About probably 20 minutes is all it takes because it's fresh pasta. If you're going to use dried pasta, you're going to need to leave it in there for a good half an hour for the liquid to soak into the pasta. Anyway, I'm going to pop it in the oven now and then I'll show it, the finished article, to you in just a little while.